Latvian is the official language of Latvia and is one of two of the last surviving Baltic languages, the other being Lithuanian. Around 1.4 million native Latvians speak Latvian, but also a relatively large number of non-native speakers also speak Latvian. Their increasing use of Latvian in Latvia is the result of a successful language policy. The language is also promoted and protected by Latvian communities abroad. Latvian, like many other languages, has territorial dialectoral differences. Latvia has a total of 3 main dialects, the first being
middle of the regular dialect, the Liv dialect, which is mostly spoken on the northern coast of Latvia, where the Livs used to live, and impact the Latvian language, the higher land of Latgalian dialect.
The foundation of Latvian language is Old Latgalian. Due to Latvia's vast history of being on the will of other powers, Latvian has been influenced by those said powers, most notably Russian, Swedish, and German. Latvian is somewhat irregular lexically due to its relatively close lexical proximity to German and Finno-Ugric languages. And Latvian has a unique grammatical system, and its vocabulary shows a correspondence with Sanskrit.
Hello, we are from the Croatian team and we will be talking about some differences we have in Croatian language and Turkish language. First of all, Turkish and Croatian languages belong to different linguistic groups, stemming from their historical and cultural backgrounds. Croatian is part of the Indo-European language family, specifically in the Slavic branch, while Turkish belongs to the Turkic language family. This difference is reflected not only in grammatical structures, but also in lexical richness. One noticeable distinction lies in the alphabet. Croatian uses the Latin script, whereas Turkish employs a Latin-based script modified to suit its needs. Additionally, Turkish has unique vocalic and consonantal characteristics, not present in Croatian. Regarding vocabulary, Croatian often uses Latinisms due to historical ties with Roman and Latin influences. Words like informacija, design, regia are all words borrowed from Latin.
On the other hand, Turkish frequently adopts words from Arabic and Persian, influenced by diverse cultural and historical factors, especially during the rule of the Ottoman Empire. Hava, Shahir, and Kervan are also words with Arabic or Persian roots. The history of the languages also plays a crucial role in their differences. Croatian has evolved over centuries with different influences from various cultures, while Turkish has undergone different developmental phases, including a period when it was a big part of the Ottoman cultural sphere. In conclusion, these differences in linguistic characteristics reflect the richness and diversity of world languages, offering unique insights into their cultural and historical contexts.
Linguistic comparison between Romanian and Spanish. Language family. Romanian belongs to the Eastern Romance branch of the Italic language with influence from Slavic language due to historical interaction. Spanish is a Western Romance language directly descended from Latin. Vocabulary. Romanian show lexical influence from Slavic language such as words related to everyday life. Spanish retain a closer connection to Latin with a rich vocabulary influenced by Arabic, among other languages.
Grammar. Romanian uses definite articles attached to the end of nouns and has a more flexible word order. Spanish utilizes separate definite articles before nouns and generally follows a more fixed word order.
When it comes to Romanian, the pronunciation has a diverse vocal system, and the stress often falls on the last syllable, while on the other side, Spanish has a more consistent vocal system, and the stress often falls on the penultimate syllable. The phonetic features, Romanian sounds influenced by Slavic languages such as the sh and s sounds, and Spanish has a simpler phonetic system with much more clearer pronunciation.
Writing system. Romanian uses the Latin alphabet with additional diacritics. Sh, C, E. Spanish also uses the Latin alphabet without additional diacritics. Global distribution. Romanian, spoken mainly in Romania and Moldova with smaller communities in neighboring countries. Spanish, one of the most widely spoken languages globally, with many native speakers in Spain and Latin American countries. In conclusion, while Romanian and Spanish share a common Latin origin, their linguistic evolution, influences, and unique features set them apart as distinct and rich languages with their own cultural nuances.
Hello, we are in Spain and we are going to take about the linguistic heritage granted with Romanian and Spanish language.
Teacher, the Castilian language evolved from Latin, and after the fall of Roman Empire, Bulgar Latin emerged in the Kingdom of Castile, giving rise to the first Castilian. Over time, language variants persist, but around 2200, under King Alfonso X, Spanish became the official language for documents in Toledo. A official moment occurred in 4092, when the Catholic monarch Isabel of Castile and Ferdinand of Aragon completed the conquest. This event significantly increased the accent of Spanish, making it the official language of the kingdom. This event not only solidified Spanish, but also unique people, left a lasting mark in the British history.
Romanian is a Roman language that is originated from Bulgar Latin during the Roman occupation in the 2nd century. The blending of Latin with indigenous languages and influences from various people enriched the language. With Christianization and the formation of Romanian principalities, Romanian developed as an Eastern Roman language, influenced by Greek and Church Slavonic. The Cyrillic alphabet was used, but in the 19th century, Latinization led to a shift to the Latin alphabet.
Currently, Romanian and Spanish have a lexical similarity of 71%, especially regarding to declinations or modifications of certain classes of words. This means that the formation of words in the two languages share considerable resemblance to each other and may be mainly due to, historically speaking, the fact that the two languages arise from the same root, which is Latin, although they do not have the same origin.
The words that are the same in Spanish and Romanian are house, family, book, friend, day, hand, table, night, sun, and moon.
There are some words that are used both in Turkey and Croatia, reflecting shared linguistic influences and historical interactions. Here are a few examples.
Since Croatia and Turkey have had historical interactions, particularly during the time of the Ottoman Empire, there are some Turkish loanwords that have found their way into the Croatian language. Here are few examples.
Turkish and Croatian are both distinct languages with different linguistic origins, but there are some similarities and influences due to historical interactions. Both languages have borrowed words from other languages, including Arabic, Persian, French, and Italian.
Today I will give you some information about linguistic heritage of Turkey. Let's start. Today, one of the countries where Turkish language teaching is common is the Republic of North Macedonia, located in the Balkan. Many ethnic communities live in North Macedonia. Macedonians, Albanians, Turks, Bosnians, Serbs constitute the different ethnic national structure of North Macedonia. As in many countries of the Balkans, Turks living in North Macedonia have preserved their mother tongue, culture, and traditions. In addition, ethnic groups in North Macedonia were given the right to education in their mother tongue, and thus education and training in Turkish continued. Since Turkish was the language of education, science, art, and commerce in this region during the Ottoman period, it has been able to maintain its influence and existence until today.
The speakers of Turkish as a heritage language in this region are not only Turks. Other ethnic groups, such as Bosnian, Serbian, Turkish, Bulgarian, especially Albanians, are both carriers and protectors of Turkish as a heritage language.
Hello, today I'll talk about the heritage of French language. The heritage of the French language is deeply rooted in history and culture, representing a significant part of the global linguistic heritage. Originating for Latin, French has evolved over the century to become an influential and refined language. French is widely recognized for its contribution to literature, with renowned writers such as Molière, Victor Hugo, and Albert Camus leaving an indelible mark on the literary world. French poetry, from medieval troubadour to surrealistic movement, has also enriched artistic expression. Beyond literature, the French language is an essential vehicle for diplomacy and international affairs, being one of the official languages for organizations such as the UN and the European Union. It is also a language of science, philosophy, and intellectual truth. As an international language, French is spoken on every continent and be continued to intellectual truth. As an international language, French is spoken on every continent and continue to be a sought-after language for learning. Its linguistic heritage transcends borders, connecting communities worldwide through an elegant and expressive language. Thus, the heritage for the French language remains a major pillar of global cultural and linguistic diversity.